Hello, beautiful muses, and welcome to Cosmo Muse Tarot. Back with a new 5-minute Friday, yes or no. There's a few, now that I've done 2 of these, there's a few things in the intro that I will probably repeat every time, just to kind of clarify a few things. I say 5 minutes, but that's an approximation. It may take 7 minutes. It might be a little under 5. So it's an approximate 5-minute, maybe, touch over. B, the way you phrase your question, do it so that the yes is the either positive outcome or outcome you're hoping for. Just so that for clarity's sake, just makes it a little bit more straightforward and easy. And then the third thing that that's sort of been on my mind and I've been thinking about, and I would imagine most of you use the yes and no for reasonable questions, but I just want to emphasize that, like, if you're coming to a yes or no reading of mine with a question such as, am I going to win the lottery, or the probability of something is crazy or it's extreme or it's just like not super based in reality, this is not the reading for you. These yes or no's are meant to be things that you're kind of already involved in, that there's already a lot of energy around, a little bit more personal, and definitely also want you to know that not every reading holds a message for you. So if you don't feel drawn to a pile for your yes or no question, the answer you're seeking, either the timing isn't right to get like kind of a direct answer about it, or there's just not a pile that has the message that connects for you. I feel like there was one thing that popped up that I hadn't said. What was it? Well, I forgot. Hopefully I covered enough bases. I've covered more than I did in the first 2, so there's that. So there are 4 piles today. Oh, I remember what it is. Even though this says yes or no, sometimes the answers are coming out as a maybe. And I actually like that. I don't mind that sometimes there isn't just a clear-cut yes or no, because a lot of times life is not a clear-cut thing. And, I do believe in free will, and I think sometimes it requires us to participate in co-creating that yes or no. And so sometimes there's a maybe, and when there is, I tend to show what it is that could be done to tip this towards a yes, is usually how I will look at that if it's a maybe. Okay, got all those off of my chest, and now to the piles. We have 4 different piles for you today. Pile 1, we've got red Jasper. Pile 2, flower agate. Pile 3, snakeskin agate. And pile 4, Lemurian quartz. All right, I will see you guys in your piles. Timestamps are below. And, oh yes, don't forget breath work for those of you that like that. Stay tuned, we will do that right now. Okay, so relax. Put your feet on the ground, feel the earth beneath you, that support. And then take a deep inhale and suck that breath up, up, up into the center place between your brow. Suck in a little more to add pressure there. And then with a loud exhale, opening your crown chakra and higher intuition. And ask which pile has your message of a yes or no. All right, I will see you guys in your piles, and timestamps are in descriptions. All right. Hello, pile one. If this is you guys, you picked the red Jasper. Welcome to your quick yes or no reading. And just tuning into your stone just now as I was picking your cards and this is meant to help you identify if this feels like the right pile for you. To continue forward with this reading is the energy I was feeling around you, and this question was sort of like there's something very focused and organized and disciplined either about you or about this question, except for that there is like it's like you need to know quickly about something, and there's a lot going on, and it's not necessarily like, I feel like the yes or no isn't like this deep longing or like, oh, I really hope for a yes. It's just sort of like, I just need to know so I can move along kind of energy here is what I'm feeling. And it has nothing to do with whether you get a yes or no. It's more of an identification of this is the right reading for you. Okay, we're going to start with some tarot to see if we can tease out the yes or the no. And I'm not doing reversals here. So Chariot, Knight of Wands, Four of Swords. This definitely feels like a yes for me, and one like tapping into that energy of like there's something quick going on here. You don't have time to dilly-dally and sit on a fence, which can be sort of a Four of Sword thing, or sit and like contemplate something. You just need to know because something's moving fast here. And what I'm feeling like is being said is like I think you have the power to say yes to this, and it's just telling you that there is a deep soul and heart alignment with the yes. So giving you that extra permission, should it feel right to you and that feels resonant, that there is a lot of heart connection to saying yes to this. And I feel like this is something where like you need to say, it is a yes, but also like you need to say yes. Yeah, just because I feel like this energy around you, like there's a lot going on, a lot happening. You gotta push something forward or not. And yeah, okay. So I would recommend that you say yes. It can be a yes, and you should say yes. It's very heart-centered here. Okay, see what the astrology has to say. Beautiful 7th house with relationships, descendant. We had this in the last Friday where these two came out next to each other. Maybe I need to shuffle my cards better, but you know, what comes out is meant to. And then progressions, journey. So this definitely feels like a relationship question for a lot of you. It doesn't have to be romance. It can be business. I'm definitely getting the sense for a lot of you, it might be more of a business relationship or an advocate or agent type relationship. It could be romance for some though. And yeah, whatever, you know, if you do say yes to this, or the yes feels, you know, or it just makes sense to have someone else say yes or no, and you know, it's yes in this case, whatever the case, you saying yes or it just being yes, there's a journey here that is moving. It's like part of your ability to grow and challenge yourself and progress in your life. There's a big journey awaiting you here, and I love that, even with that horse, the Knight of Wands, and the bow and arrow, because that feels very Sagittarian to me, which connects to like the journey. So yeah, there's like an aim, a target, and setting off on some kind of journey through this, which yeah, is really cool. Okay, let's get an oracle card, see what else this wants to connect to. Yoni, deeply receptive, deeply fertile. If this is a love relationship, there is definite chemistry here. And Yeah, I'm even feeling that with the sort of the Chariot. If this is a love relationship, I think things are going to go very, very quickly. If they've felt on the fence, they're not going to be for much longer. And yeah, okay, 2 tea leaf oracle cards connected. Fear, worry, tense situations. And this dagger connecting to that 4 of Swords that looks like it has daggers. Maybe, you know, for some of you, maybe you've been through something that you have a lot of fear about letting go into some kind of relationship or partnership. There could be some complexities around this in general that are tense. But I do see being able to break through that and like really move forward. And then fire, this is really hot. Yeah, strong emotions, passionate love or hate. Yeah, some of those daggery things could be like other people trying to get in the way or something, but there's all the energy here needed for this to go forward should you want it to. And yeah, there's a big journey involved, and yeah, excitement. It just feels like excitement. Okay, let's get a timeline for this yes for you, of it feeling and I'm feeling like this will either be days or weeks, in whichever number we get, of like when this yes will feel kind of really present and you know, felt, seen, actualized yes. So 9 days or 9 weeks. I do feel like for a lot of you this is 9 days, because I'm feeling that kind of like move it or lose it type of energy. So if there's anything you need to do to put this into action and you feel connected to that yes, like do that. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. If this resonated, I love all those things. Thumbs up, comments, subscription, and yeah, thank you for letting me read for you today. I will see you in another reading. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your yes or no reading. So you guys picked the flower agate, and just a quick intuitive hit I got from this stone as I was just picking your cards. It kind of made me chuckle. What came was like the way cards were coming out. They kept sort of like wanting to flip over or sort of like unexpectedly flying out. And what the words that came to me around it, the sensations I got was like, there's something totally obvious around this question that you're not seeing, but it's a little bit funny maybe. So these intuitive hits with the stones are meant for you to use those as a cue to whether or not this reading may or may not be for your yes or no. And it's okay if that doesn't really clarify that, but for some of you it may clarify like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound like my energy right now around this question. Okay, so to start out, we are going to use some tarot to tease out the yes or no. We're not doing reversals here. Beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely a yes, and something happening fast. Last pile was fast too. Something going quickly here. You've got a Knight, you've got an 8 of Wands, and strength. They're ready to stand up with this, to, you know, both the strength and the Knight are kind of like ready to put yourself out there, to take command of something, to be seen, to charge into something. And the 8 of Wands is like quick motion happening very quickly. So a definite yes here. And it just makes me laugh. The message I got from the stone is like, I think this is obviously maybe a yes to you guys, but you're just like, I don't know, needing double reassurance. Okay, we've got for the astrology, we've got Gemini, we've got Pluto. Wow, okay. That's intense. In first house. Yeah, between first house and Gemini, I would almost say that it's like Pluto and Gemini in the first house or something. I see why the Strength card would come out, whatever this question has to do with. It's sort of like there's some intensity around it, there's some power around it, and your sense of self deeply connected to it, you needing to be assertive and strong and bold about something, and it either connects to sort of like powerful information you have or that's around you, or powerful ability to connect, or powerful others that are connectors, powerful place in community, but something about you needing to be putting your face, your name, your body in front of others here, or like being bold and taking kind of a leadership role in a very personally felt way here. Yeah, but I'm feeling like you have the capacity and strength and wit and dynamism to do this. So yeah. Okay, then we've got for a chakra, or an oracle card, we've got a chakra connection. So whatever this question pertains to, you have the answers in your intuition, you have clear vision around this. And so it's sort of like really trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust what vision you have, and really be bold about it. You know what's needed here, and yeah, just be assertive about it and trust yourself, your confidence. It's really calling your confidence to take a stand here. Okay, last, some little tea leaf oracles. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So for some of you, this could have to do with relationship issues. For others, it's just something you feel very passionate about, that you're kind of putting yourself out there. It feels very vulnerable. So either way, whether it's really putting yourself out there with love or putting yourself out there into something you're passionate about. And then casket, something going out of your life or the end of a situation. And, connected to that Pluto's connected to like death and rebirth. And so that might be what this kind of spark is about, is like something's ended and you're ready to kind of step into a new path, or that ending has sparked something powerful in you. There's something that's transforming, that's finding its empowerment. Yeah, so pretty big stuff actually for what I felt from the stone. And I think that's just more that like you kind of already know all of this. It's just sort of a confirmation. I mean, tarot's always meant to just be a confirmation, but I think you're already like very conscious and aware, and yeah. Okay, let's get a timeline for when this yes is going to feel sort of actualized. 1. So whatever resonates or makes sense to you, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and maybe 1 year. That feels, because of the quick nature with the wands, I would say the 1 day, week, or month is more likely. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. If this resonated, I always appreciate that stuff that helps me know what's connecting, the thumbs up, the comments, subscriptions, and yeah, thank you for letting me read for you guys today, and I hope to see you in other readings. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your yes or no reading. So as I was just picking your cards for this, I was looking for opening to an intuitive hit on your stone, just to help sort of with a confirmation about whether this reading is for you based on the energy I picked up on you. Is sort of like whatever this question is about, there's sort of been a lot of thoughtfulness, methodical energy, scrutiny, and care towards this question. So if that doesn't resonate, I'd maybe pick another pile. But yeah, that's doesn't mean anything about the yes or no. It's just sort of helping to confirm pile choices. Okay, we are going to tap into a few tarot cards to see if we can tease out a yes or no here. Beautiful. The Lovers. Ooh, Ace of Wands. An ace usually will bring a yes to, yeah, it's definitely a yes with the Ace of Wands. Something creative, something sparking passion or creativity within you, energy within you, vitality within you. And then seeing the Lovers here, it could have to do with whether you belong somewhere or finding your own sense of like higher purpose, connection with self, and trust and intuition going on here. And I love thinking about that methodical kind of careful and caring energy I got from the stone. Is sort of like, I do feel like you've spent a lot of time maybe understanding, connecting to, and trusting your intuition, and like a new sense of power within that is starting to sort of center in you and feel present and powerful. And it's really, yeah, like getting you in touch with sort of like your higher purpose and a greater sense of blossoming and flourishing in life. Really beautiful. Yeah, you've put a lot of care into whatever this is, and it's, yeah, I think coming into a place of flourishing. Okay, let's look at the astrology. 6th house, that makes total sense. You put a lot of, yeah, method, process here. 4th house, transits. We're going to make this reading go a tiny bit over because I do want to see what the transit is between. And so I'm just going to pick until I get 2 planets. So we've got Venus and Moon. Beautiful. Yeah, Moon with your intuition, and Venus with your sense of beauty, belonging, expressiveness. Yeah, so really the timing is right now. The timing is, it's like divine timing for something that's like blossoming in you, of really understanding your ability to express and deepen and trust your intuition. And with the 4th house, there's something that's really creating a new sense of stability and foundation for you. And with the 6th house, also just like a sense of purpose, a sense of being able to move your use and your purpose in the world and create kind of sort of like a flow of things that makes something about you or this question feel very whole and abundant. It's really beautiful stuff going on here. You've put a lot of work into this, I can tell. And then the Oracle card we have is Spectrum. So it's just like a lot of dynamic energy here, an ability to sort of like an intelligence on top of the intuitive component of being able to see things in prismic ways and a spectrum of colors and a just very dynamic energy, and like really knowing how to move things, where to put things, how to change perceptions and perspectives, and yeah, just like really cool. Okay, we have some tea leaf oracle cards, just a couple little doodads. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this could be you setting off into this new kind of sinking into your power, like a creative or vital power. It's taking, yeah, and this wholeness that's kind of in foundation, that's kind of been created, kind of setting you off onto a journey, and yeah, with a lot of care and flourishing and beauty. And then horse, short journey, a long journey and a short journey. So read that how you will. Maybe there's a long journey to get to a short journey, or a short journey to get to a long journey, but sort of like, yeah, I'm feeling like that thing of like, having to go, I'm going to read it in this way because that's the order, is like having to go on a long pilgrimage somewhere. And then once you get there, there's also this other component of like having to, you know, a long journey to get from point A to point B. And along that way, it has its own elements of journey and challenges and, you know, excitement and adventure. And then once you get to point B, it's like you have to find the right piece of information or person or correct door or something. So like once you get there, there's this other component of like a shorter type of journey, but that it's its own sort of contained thing that, yeah, I mean, take that as you will. You can kind of mess around with what long journey and short journey mean to you. That's just one way of seeing it. So yeah, anyway, it's a beautiful yes. A lot of, yeah, beautiful work you've done here. So this is where I'm going to leave you. If this resonated, I always appreciate the thumbs up, comments, subscriptions. And yeah, I appreciate you letting me read for you, and I hope to see you in more readings. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your yes or no reading. Just a little intuitive hit I got from the stone as I was just drawing your cards, which may help you to connect to whether or not this is the right pile for you. Is there something kind of mysterious and intriguing around either you or your question, maybe even a little abstract. Yeah, I just felt there's like a glamour around the way things felt in pulling cards. Okay, we are going to use, and this has nothing to do with the yes or no, it's just sort of, yeah, more an anchor to help you decide if this is your right pile. Okay, we are going to use the tarot to tease out the yes or the no around your question. Oh, beautiful star. 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Overall, this is a yes, and there's a lot of beautiful energy here, but you're sleeping on something. Oh, sorry, these are out of frame. You're sleeping on something. There's maybe like some inertia or fear of change or movement. And so even though this, what I'm going to say is this is a potential yes. This isn't just a yes that's going to land on you like, yes, this is going to happen. This is a yes if you can get out of your own way and take some action. And I do actually really love when these types of yeses come out that allow us to be sort of co-creators and express our free will, you know. But if you can sort of come out of that sort of fear of stability, because I feel like by making this a yes and taking action on this to make it a yes on your part, it will create some instability. It's going to create some change that may not feel comfortable, but it is leading to really beautiful places. It's bringing a new sense of sort of like hope and connection to your future and some direction and some impulse in you. And you do have a really sharp mind right now. It's a little bit impetuous, meaning like eager or impulsive. There is a lot of impulsivity here. And so you aren't wrong to do some weighing and measuring and consideration. And so what I'm going to say here is it worth it to leave some stability behind for some impulse that may or may not pan out? I'll be honest. But if it does, and even if it doesn't, some excitement and adventure is what is waiting in the yes here of you, which has the capacity to be the yes if you push forward toward the yes. So you can either choose stability and not going for the yes, or going for the yes and adding some adventure, some shakeup, and you know, the potential for something exciting and different, but the potential to fall a little to the unknown. You know, it's the unknown, and maybe that's what this glamour felt like here. There is an unknown here. Yeah, and the cards so far don't want to reveal what that unknown is or how it will turn out. So, okay, we're already going to go long here, just warning you. Let's pull our Astro cards. Okay. Yeah, you do have strength here. You do have, you know, if you decide to go for the yes and creating some shakeup, I think it's really going to revive your sense of center, your sense of passion, and you do have some strength here. You do have some, you know, there's like things are on your side is what I want to say. And, you know, there's some real elegance and beauty and potentially even relationship energy on this if you lean into and move towards the yes of this question, but definitely towards beauty in some capacity, whether that's beauty of relationship, beauty of environment, beauty of knowing how to create beauty, work with beauty. Okay, let's look at the Oracle card. Manipura. So this gives me some information about if you were to step toward the yes. It's going to take a lot of willpower and follow through. So that's something to consider. Is that something you tend to be able to do? Do you have a lot of follow through in your methods and commitments in your life, or do you tend to kind of go with the flow and float to new things all the time? If you feel more connected to the ability to really have strong willpower and follow through, the yes feels, you know, stepping towards the yes, choosing that yes feels positive. If you're a little less committal and don't have great follow through, you may want to choose that stability and not moving towards the yes. Okay, so 2 tea leaf oracle cards, just sort of quick little things. Dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or dark hair. So this is just sort of a key, something, you know, someone connected to this question that can give you some context or knowledge that something about them is important, which might mean something to you about what you want to choose here. And then wind chimes, peace and harmony. I love this coming out over the Libra and over the Swords card, which is very airy energy. Yeah, so it has the potential, if you are okay with a shakeup and a little instability, you trust your follow through and willpower and trust your strength. With this peace and harmony with wind chimes and Libra here, there is the potential for something very beautiful and very maybe glamorous to kind of unfold and create a little bit of elegant magic in your life. So yeah, that's, not necessarily a straightforward yes or no, but like I said, I think it's sometimes nice to be told our free will is part of this question. Okay, so I'm going to roll a dice for a timeline. So, and this is going to be, should you choose to move towards the yes. You can ignore this if you kind of feel like you want to retreat from this. Just don't pay attention to this dice. But if you decide you're feeling like you want to push forward towards this yes and choose the yes, this dice, whatever number comes up, will show either in days, weeks, or months how long until this yes feels like it's able to be actualized, or at least present and unfolding. So 10, whatever resonates to you, 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 months. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Beautiful reading. If this resonated, I always appreciate the support in the form of thumbs up, comments, subscription, and I definitely appreciate you letting me read for you. I get so much joy and pleasure out of doing it. And yeah, I hope to see you in more readings.